Motivation is so important, and I never want to discredit motivation. Motivation is a way to get the ball rolling. Motivation is a way to essentially start a new task or goal or habit that you have for yourself because you have this burning desire to change an aspect of your life. You have the motivation to go out there, speak to more women. You have the motivation to start losing weight or gain weight. You have the motivation to become more successful in a sport that you're playing. Or if you want to become a musician or a YouTuber or anything like that, you just have this deep desire to want to take action right now. It's pushing you towards taking action. But a motivation is just all emotions. And if you've been on this channel before, you know that emotions are very fleeting. Emotions are dualistic, meaning it's a scale. And there's two sides of the scale. There's never like middle, neutral. There is neutral, but for the scale, it's like good, bad, happy, sad, grief, excitement, whatever. There's always going to be two sides of every coin. So with motivation, with feeling like doing something, there's also going to be procrastination, this feeling of mental fog, this feeling of not wanting to do the work. And see, that's where a little thing called discipline comes in. Because you really need discipline. You really, in order to be successful, discipline is so important. It's so essential to reaching the next point of your life because most people are not disciplined. Most people start a task and then they get bored and then their emotions get involved because their emotions are telling them that they don't want to do it, right? The duality of emotions, remember? Your motivation is you do want to do it. And now your emotions are telling you that you don't want to do it. Maybe you know that you have to get up and meditate for 20 minutes, or maybe you need to get up and take a cold shower, or you need to get up and go to the gym, or you have to go study. And you're sitting there, you're sitting in your bed, you're sitting on the couch, and you're a little more comfortable than you usually are. You feel a lot more lazy. You're in this comfortable position. The seat is just comfy on your butt more than it usually is. Your feet are propped up. You have your favorite snack right next to you. You have your favorite television show playing or favorite Netflix show. And you're living the great life. You're living the good life. As a man, you're a pussy. But I used to be like you, so I don't judge. But I'm here to tell you that in that state of comfort, comfort is the killer of man. In that state of comfort, you are destroying your discipline muscle. Because at times when you don't feel like doing something and then you end up not doing it, there's a part of your brain that is actually linked to discipline and willpower, and it's on both sides of your brain. And it actually gets stronger. It actually develops more when you do the hard tasks that you don't feel like doing, such as taking a cold shower, even though you're brined. I said brined. I didn't know whether I was going to say brain or mind. Whether your mind/brain, I'm going to say mind, whether your mind starts coming up with thoughts of, I don't want to do this. Let's just stay in the bed. We could do this later, or we could do this tomorrow. And you keep pushing it off, and then you end up not doing it. And then 3 days from now, you end up not remembering the goal at all. Because you keep pushing it off till tomorrow. You keep pushing it off until next week. And a lot of this comes from a lack of time management, as well as a lack of discipline. But discipline is way more important than motivation. Motivation is not a bad thing, but at some point you're going to have to graduate from binge watching motivational videos and binge watching your favorite motivational speaker yelling at you through the camera to get the fuck up and go to the gym, or get the fuck up and start recording your videos, or get up and do your homework, get up and study, do the hard work. Even if you hate school, use school to further you along your self-improvement. Even though most of you, I know, y'all think school is useless. And in a lot of regards, it is. Use school as the push for your self-improvement. Use school to improve your self-improvement, to improve your time management, to improve your discipline muscle. Don't just push it off as it's something useless. It's not all the way useless. Until you can convince your parents after high school to, I want to choose a different path, right? Then you go into the work session. But that's a conversation for another day. But we're talking about discipline right now. Discipline on a goal. You need to be disciplined. It's going to get super boring. It's going to get super mundane. The tasks are going to seem so repetitive. It's going to seem super boring and unstimulating, especially when I tell you that you need to stay off your phone for hours A lot of times when you can't stay disciplined in a task, you can't stay to it, you can't commit to it for a long time, you can't be consistent, is because you don't have a routine. You don't have a set routine of time blocks where you do every single little specific thing. When are you going to study? When are you gonna go to the gym? When are you going to work on videos? When are you going to eat, sleep, shit, use the bathroom, shower? Like, when are you going to do all these things? You need to put that all on a calendar. You need to put that all on a list of things that you're going to do. And you need to do that the night before. The night before, so that you don't have to think about what you need to do, because your productivity decreases substantially just by having to think about what you're going to do next throughout the day. When you have to think like, should I go to the gym, or should I do some homework? Or should I do some homework and then go to the gym? Or should I go to the gym and then do some homework? Maybe I should go to the gym first. All that brain power, bro. You only have so much brain power in your mind. You only have so much brain power throughout your day before you get completely exhausted and worn out and you have to take a nap at the end of the day. That's why I say you don't need to waste that brain power on having to think about things that you need to do when you could just think about them the night before. You do a favor for your future self. And then your future self will thank you. Discipline over motivation. Most people are not disciplined. Most people feel the same feelings of boredom that you do, feel the same feelings of I don't want to do it like you do. And that's why they're average. That's why they give up easily. That's why they don't make it past the initial stages of not seeing immediate success. The boring days, the days where their friends are out and they have to stay in because they have some work to do. The not being able to go on dates because you're so obsessed. The thing about motivation comes so easy when you're obsessed with the goal. When you're absolutely fucking obsessed, when you're ruthless about it, when it's the only thing you can think about, motivation comes very easily. Now, even people who are obsessed with something, they still need discipline, especially in the gym, because you're sore, you don't feel like going, you don't feel like getting up and stretching. At the end of your workout, you're even more sore because you were sore this morning. So now you have to, do your stretches, and you have to drink water, and you have to count all your calories, and you have to stuff your face if you're trying to bulk, or you have to stay hungry if you're trying to cut. It's hard. It is hard. Discipline is not a skill that is universally mastered, but you can master it. And you master it by getting your time management together, by getting your willpower together. And in 6 months, a year, let's see where you at. If you like this type of content, subscribe for more. Comment where you are on your self-improvement journey. Like the video so we can get this YouTube algorithm rolling. I cannot talk today. First video, whatever. Yeah, we growing, we moving, and we locked in. Love you.